Opponents, especially on the offensive glass. Blocking out is a huge key for IUPUI tonight.
Well, a bad pass right there trying to go at Robert Glenn, but he had that all the way.
And it's a 6-point lead. Glenn looks to the crowd, and quickly Greg Campy is going to burn his first time out. 6-3 Jags in the early going, and the spin move by Glenn. It's by Benson.
Contact with him, but he elected to stand in there, and that just wasn't the right decision.
Steal, and the finish.
Yeah, good pass right there by Robert. Good anticipation on the steal right there. Well, right now I've seen a lot of aggressiveness. They're taking the ball to the hoop, and they're being very, very aggressive.
Shot clock at a dozen, and Nobles flips it up and buries it.
As soon as it left his hands.
Siakam, the spin, the lane opens up, and the sophomore has 4 points. Because Ron goes to the bench thinking he missed the layup. He brings Jon Avery in, and Avery was smiling as he went to replace Nobles. And a big take by Glenn. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, not a good shot right there by Jones. And Coach Campy has something to say to him on the way down the court. And a good finish right there by Robert Glenn.
Nice pass down low, and Glenn finishes.
Well, good job. What great ball movement by the Jags right there.
Here's the ball movement, the extra pass by Nobles, and Glenn sailing through the air.
Well, that's just kind of been the theme for Oakland here in the second half. They have not been able to get anything to go down.
How about the catch over the shoulder and then the finish? Glenn back to Avery. What a night right now for Jon Avery. 16 points and a great look by Glenn. Under 4 to play. What do you say? What can you say about Robert Glenn? How about Glenn around Hudson? Look at the finish. Ball stripped, Glenn on the floor. And Nobles is there. Underneath to Alex Young. And now the bounces are going the way for IUPUI, and Greg Campy is going to call a timeout. 18 points for Jon Avery, 72-54. Here's a steal by Young. And they'll just let him go. Here is Alex Young. 2 of a 16.
That's the type of fan support they need, because this team is a good basketball team, and they might have something to say about March Madness.
IUPUI is now 9-1 in the conference.
3 of my seniors were absolutely terrific tonight. If you look at what Avery did, look at Billy's 13 rebounds, and my other senior gets 26. This was about the seniors tonight. Our seniors were absolutely dominant tonight.
Well, Coach, we're going to go right to Robert Glenn, and you're exactly right. That's the type of leadership that you want to see in a game at home that you have to hold serve. For him to come out that big in a dominating performance, you can say all you want about Mr. Benson, but Robert Glenn showed him that he can play basketball just as well in this conference, and he showed him tonight what type of effort it takes, and he led his team to a dominating victory tonight.
Well, you know, I see, and I look at all these NBA things right here. I tell you what, I'm going to walk out and say, who's that Robert Glenn guy? That guy's a pretty good player. And so, you know, I was really happy. I thought, you know, again, Alex Young had a steady night. You know, he ended up having 20, just had a steady night. But I thought, again, our seniors, the combination, you know, you could talk about what Rob did, but those 13 rebounds by Billy Pettiford, I bet every one of them were big. We needed everyone from the offensive rebounds, saving his extra possessions, to the ones out there. But I told our guys downstairs, this was definitely for our seniors tonight.
Coach, in Rochester, your team had 27 total rebounds. You had 27 rebounds with 15 minutes to play in this game. You see that total on the sheet of 46. There's your story right there.
Well, we talked about that. We said no more will we let those guys just beat us up inside. And they're the most physical team in our league. And I said, you know what, all the time we talked, from the last time we lost to Southern Utah, all we talked about is getting stronger in the weight room. We've been getting up every morning ever since that last loss we had, and it paid off. And I told those guys that. And Chad's done a great job with the strength part of it. But the guys were hungry tonight. They really were. They were hungry. And the good thing about this group, as I said before, they've got a lot left. They really want to prove to people, you know, Oakland's a very good basketball team, but they wanted to prove to people that they belong.
Well, Coach, exactly. And I said that. I looked over at Scott at one point in the game. I said, right now IUPUI is dominating a very talented and very good basketball team, but you guys set the tone the first 2 minutes of the ball game, and Oakland was not prepared to match your intensity, and it just continued to carry on in the second half as you guys begin to separate. And Put that in a bottle. How do you get that type of intensity the rest of the season? Because that was a dominating performance again.
Well, I thought defensively early we were really good. We got after it. Our press was really working. We said that we wanted to throw the first punch. Just throw it and keep throwing. A lot of times you throw the first punch, you get back on your heel. We just want to keep doing it. I never felt like they really kind of got back at us, and we just kept it going. And again, these guys believe. I mean, that's the one thing about this group right here, really believes that they can win. And, there's a lot of talk about a lot of different other people, but at the end of the day, I think you're going to have to watch out for this team right here.
Billy Pettiford is right over our shoulder, over here, being interviewed. What a game by him. What a game for you. Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, guys. That was a good one. We'll see you by Sunday.
That's right. IUPUI goes to work on Sunday against IPFW at Conseco Fieldhouse.